Cincinnati, let's talk. Let's talk. I know you are in pain. I get it. I've been there. I've been there a lot. I've been there for many times with my Jets, okay? And I wish my Jets were in your position. I would love it if I could rest my head on the pillow after a difficult AFC championship game loss that I had two of them, too. Jets were up on Peyton Manning, by the way, in an AFC championship game by double digits, lost that game. The one against the Steelers, this is the Rex Ryan zenith of the Rex Ryan era. That wasn't that close. Mahomes, I think we have established this is his conference, and he's going to the Super Bowl again. He's played for the chance to go to the Super Bowl in the AFC 5 straight years. He's going to his third Super Bowl in a 4-season span. Prior to his 30th birthday, there's only 4 others. Brady, Aikman, Elway, and Greasy did that. And so you've gone into Mahomes' house twice. You put the scare in him this year. You took his soul last year. All right? And your team, you can put your head on the pillow, and I say this knowing the guy sat in this chair 2 weeks ago, and he's a sweetheart of a guy, and he's excellent at what he does now, and Mark Sanchez. Not once on either one of those nights did I put my head on the pillow thinking that we got this thing for the next 10, 15 years. We're good. Because you do. You do. Joe Burrow, I've been using this phrase throughout this first segment. I'll say it again. He is a generationally brilliant player. When I say brilliant, I say that like throwing a manhole cover around. What this guy brings to the table is off the charts, and I don't even know if Brady was this good at this age. You're the Brady watcher more than anybody. Was he this good?
No, absolutely.
3 years in?
Absolutely not.
I mean,
he also didn't have,
no, of course.
Chase and Higgins and Joe Mixon back
He had
there.
Belichick, and Zach Taylor is a terrific coach, too.
Oh, yeah.
And they are really good. They're buttoned up. How many times? And this cost him yesterday also with a grounding penalty. But how many times does he see the place not happening? He'll just dirt it. He'll just throw it down on the ground. And he does that fast. And sometimes I'm sure Bengals fans might be like, what's he thinking? He knows. Trust him. He knows exactly.
He also takes sacks instead of forcing the ball or trying to scramble or whatever.
He is so good. He's so good. Again, he's letting the ball go before his receivers turn, and he's hitting them in the hands 30, 35 yards down the field in this one spot that no one else can get it. Hayden Hurst had one go through his hands in the end zone, and that was a tough catch. Yeah. Okay, to start the game for their best first scoring opportunity yesterday. His incompletions are so good, they hit his receivers in the helmet. Jamar Chase, I think, got screened by the Chiefs defender, so the ball got through to him. Hit him in the crown of his helmet. Burrow's placing the ball in perfect places with perfect speed. It's how many times does he not put touch on the ball when he needs to? Or he puts too much touch on the ball when he should dart it in there. Every time it's perfect. And this is only his second full year as a starter. It's now on, and I know Bengals fans might be concerned about this. It's on ownership. It's on the front office because the window, unfortunately, this is the unfortunate part. Unfortunately, it appears that their window of doing this in Joe Burrow's first contract is over. You normally get paid after year 3 when you're this good in the NFL. As the Chargers are going to find out with Herbert this offseason as well. So what happens with Joe Burrow now when he's paid? What happens to this roster? Because you said, Chris, Brady wasn't this good when he was this age and this young, but he also didn't have, and you just named some very talented players around Burrow that was not around Brady. Well, in order for those players to also stay there a long time, Burrow needs to be, in a way, it seems like, maybe like Brady, giving the Bengals a hometown discount or something.
Take a little less.
Or not at all. And, hey, Paycor hopefully is paying well because you got to pay Joe. And this is the Rubik's Cube they're now going to have to figure out that they didn't have to figure out from year 1 to year 2 and year 2 to year 3. But from year 3 to year 4, maybe so. That's down the road. But Bengals fans, I mean, how many times in your career or your lifetime of being a fan have you ever had to tell your mayor to pipe down because you don't want to rile up the other team, which was unquestionably with the Burrowhead talk and whatever the mayor put out on Twitter talking about Mahomes needing to take a paternity test to see if he's Joe Burrow's son. I mean, come on now. That's bulletin board material. And the Chiefs, you had them too. You had them. You had them. So all the Chiefs talk about, we defended our turf and we did this and we did that. Well, it was pretty close to not defending their turf because the Bengals are that good, and all the braggadociousness and all the talking the talk, you got a team that can walk that walk, man. They got young kids on defense, Osai included. You're good. And you're going to be good for a long time. So at least take solace in that as you're watching the replay of Joseph Osai giving a shove to Mahomes for a long time to come.
Or the no calls.
There was a lot of that. I mean, we'll get to that. We've got 3 hours for that. We got 3 hours for that. But in the end, you got to play better than the refs ref. And you don't when Mahomes' ankle is the focus of everything. And I know refs are supposed to just be in a vacuum, but Mahomes is running. This game is on the line. Yeah. He's on the white.
Maybe don't touch him.
You shove him.
Yeah, maybe don't.
This flag's going to come out 100% of the time. Just like it did in New England with Brady. Just like it will do for years to come with, I believe, Hurts is this good. You do this to MVP quarterbacks.
Well, also, Rich, anyway, he was clear. I mean, his foot was down. He was
I believe
out.
So. I believe so.
You know, it is what it is.
I'm with you. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.